agree when he got his engineering.
But I probably didn't have a year.
The Muscatine City Council will come to order. Evening, everyone, and we'll begin this evening with a roll call by Fran Donaldson.
Councilmembers Lorette.
Present.
Fitzgerald.
Present.
Natfig.
Present.
Shahade.
Present.
Bynum.
Present.
Phillips.
Present.
Spread.
Present.
All present, Your Honor.
Thank you, Fran, very much. Folks, would you rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Trying to screw us up. That's what you're doing.
What's that, Mayor?
A glitch.
Folks, item number 4 on the agenda, communications from citizens. If there's anyone in council chambers tonight that would like to address council on an issue that is not included on tonight's agenda, now would be the time to do that. All right. Very good. We'll move right along to item number 5, the consent agenda. The following items are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda, which includes items 6A through B, items 8A through H, the filing of communications, items 12A and B, and tonight's bills totaling $1,967,856.39.
So moved.
That would be Mark, and a second?
Second.
Second, Scott. Any discussion, council? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Okay, down to item number 9, and this is from the mayor's desk. Folks, council, I have some information I'd like to share with you. On December 19th, 2012, Robert Bob G. Barkema, a Muscabus driver for the city of Muscatine, arrived at a home in Wilton to pick up a gentleman to be transported back to the city of Muscatine for medical needs. Bob arrived at the gentleman's home at 7:28 a.m. and waited a few minutes before sensing that something was wrong. He went to the back door and knocked, and when he did not get a response, he stepped onto the porch, knocked on the second door, and called out the gentleman's name. Bob could hear the gentleman in the house yelling out, "Bob, help me," and he proceeded into the house and found the gentleman had fallen down and was on his bathroom floor. Bob then called 911. After the arrival of the police and the responders from Durant, Bob drove back to Muscatine. He contacted dispatch to report the incident and to request that the gentleman's daughter be contacted. Bob went beyond responsibilities of a Muscabus driver when he took the time to check on this gentleman. And at this time, I would like to ask Bob, who's in chambers tonight, to meet me at the podium. Bob, I'd like to read this certificate aloud, if you don't mind. It's a certificate from the City of Muscatine, a certificate of recognition awarded to Robert G. Barkema for going above and beyond the responsibilities of a Muscabus driver. Signed, Greg Monsager, City Administrator, and Dwayne Hopkins, Mayor. Thank you for what you do, Bob. It's much appreciated. Thank you. Shake the hand of all the council members. On behalf of the council, city staff, and the citizens of Muscatine, thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, good job.
Thanks, Bob.
Congratulations. Again.
You know, you hope you do the right thing, and Reed, the gentleman that I helped, would say I did the right thing.
Thank you.
Okay, moving along to item 10 from the Planning and Zoning Commission, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution approving the final plat for the Ripley Addition Part 1. The proposed uses of Ripley Addition Part 1 include the continuation of existing mobile home park operations and sales on the northern portion of the proposed subdivision, continued operation of an existing convenience store, and the construction of self-storage units to serve the needs of the residents of the mobile home park. The southernmost 3 lots are proposed for future commercial development. The Planning and Zoning Commission unanimously recommends the approval of the final plat for the Ripley Addition Part 1. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So move.
Second.
That would be Bob, and a second, Jeanette. Any discussion, council? This is a roll call vote, and we'll begin with Bob.
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
And Jeanette?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Now up to item 11 from the city administrator. Presented for city council's consideration is the second reading of an ordinance rezoning property within the Ripley's Mobile Home Park. Ripley's Development Corporation, who is the deed holder for the 8.25 acres located in the mobile home park, is requesting the rezoning of this property to C1 in conjunction with the subdivision of a preliminary and/or final plat for a 6-lot commercial subdivision. Is there a motion to approve the second reading of the ordinance as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Phil, and second Tom. Any discussion, council? Also a roll call vote, beginning with Phil.
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
And Scott?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item B. Presented for city council's consideration is a resolution awarding general obligation refunding bonds, Series 2013, and authorizing the call of 2006 bonds. The city's financial consultant has analyzed and proposed a refunding of the final 3 years of the city's June 1st, 2006 general obligation bond issue. It is projected that the city will realize an interest savings estimated at $50,920 over the 3 years after taking into consideration the refunding bond issuance costs. At this time, bid results will be reported to the city council. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
That was Scott.
Second.
Second, Tom. And there is some discussion, I believe, beginning with Nancy.
Yes, we received bids on these bonds this morning at 10. We decided when we first started this process, we would solicit from the local banks, and that saved us some money in issuance costs. The 3 local banks did submit bids this morning, Community, Central State, and First National. The lowest bid was submitted by Central State Bank with a true interest cost of 0.78507%, which is very good. This will save about $48,465 in actual dollars, debt service dollars, but that does have a net present value that PFM calculates, and I don't, $52,225. So at this time, we want to incorporate that in the resolution to, that it will be awarded to Central State Bank. At the same time, that same resolution sets in motion the calling of the 2006 bonds. And then we'll have one more action item on the next agenda to complete the financing. But this was a very good, good transaction for the city. It saved about $50,000 over 3 years, and we saved some issuance costs keeping it local.
Any questions for Nancy, council?
It's good. It's all real money, huh?
Real money, yes. And it's taken into consideration on our budget, which we will look at debt service on Tuesday.
Anyone else? Very good, Nancy. We have a motion on the floor and a second. The motion by Scott. This is a roll call vote. Beginning with Scott.
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
And Osama?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item C, presented for city council's consideration, is a resolution accepting easements for the Cedar Street Reconstruction Project Phase 2. The city began a 3-phase reconstruction of Cedar Street from Parham Street to Hauser Street in 2011. The various phases included the extensions of the Papoose Creek culvert under Cedar Street at its intersection with Wood Creek Lane, and an extension near the Stonebrook Drive and/or Cedar Street intersection, utility upgrading and replacement, construction of passing lanes, bicycle and/or pedestrian walkway construction on the north side of Cedar Street, and other work. Temporary and permanent easements and right-of-way acquisitions will be needed for the work. Iowa DOT procedures will be followed in this process. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
That would be Tom.
Second.
Second, Phil. Any discussion?
Excuse me?
I'm
Who's
sorry?
the first one?
Tom.
Tom. And Phil for the second. Any discussion, council?
Just a comment, thank you to Trinity and the Y for donating theirs back, if I understood it correctly.
Thanks, Scott. Anyone else? Roll call vote, beginning with Tom.
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob? Aye. Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
And Mark?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item D, presented for city council's consideration is a resolution awarding the contract for the West Hill Area Sanitation and Storm Sewer Separation Phase 2. 6 bids were received for this project, with a low bid from Langman Construction of Rock Island, Illinois, in the amount of $3,686,579 and a penny. The engineer's estimate for this project was $4,626,649. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved.
That was Mark, and a second?
Second.
Second, Jeanette. Any discussion, council?
I'm interested in understanding the variance. It's a huge number, $1 million between construction estimate and what came in.
Well,
Is there a simple answer?
The bids, come on up, Randy, but the bids range from 4.7 on par with the estimate down to 3.6. Langman is the current engineer, or excuse me, the current contractor for the project, so we were expecting a lower bid from the current, or the existing contractor. Miller is a new bid for us, according to our engineer. They're from the Rock Island, Moline area, I believe. Got a very good bid from them as well. The rest of them, obviously over $4 million. Randy, anything to
I
add?
think pretty well summed it up. It's, the low bidder is on site, he's already mobilized. It gives him an advantage. It's costs that he does not have to incur. He can also get started on phase 2 while he's still working on phase 1. That helps him also. So it works out so it's advantageous to us. So.
It certainly does. Thank you.
Anyone else, council? Roll call vote, beginning with Mark.
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob? Aye. Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
And Phil?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item E, presented for city council's consideration is a resolution officially naming an improved public street located north of Cottonwood Apartments and east of University Drive. The police department has been issuing tickets on vehicles illegally parked on this dead street, also known as Ford Avenue Extended. However, the tickets are being voided for lack of an official street name. The Traffic Committee, after discussing the matter with the Muscatine County Auditor's Office and Community Development Director Steve Boca, is requesting this stub of a street be named East 24th Street. Council action is required to make it official. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved.
So moved.
I think I heard Phil over here. Jeanette, you want the second? Any discussion, council?
Why didn't we just name it East Ford? Or Ford, rather than 24th? Is there said,
Phil Fitzgerald Drive.
no, I don't want it, no.
And there's quite a distance between where Ford ends over to University, and none of that property is dedicated for Ford Avenue in the future. It's privately owned. So this is another street, quite frankly, off of University.
Okay.
And that's why it required a name.
Yeah,
Okay?
okay.
Thank you, Randy. Anyone else, council? Roll call vote, beginning with Phil. Mark?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
And Scott?
Aye.
Motion carried 7-0. Item F, presented for City Council's consideration is a request to approve the Traffic Safety Improvement Program funding agreement with the Iowa Department of Transportation. In November 2012, the city was notified its grant application in the amount of $138,000 was fully funded from the Iowa Department of Transportation Traffic Safety Improvement Program for signal design and installation in front of the high school, which will be concurrent with the Cedar Street paving. In order to receive the funding, council must first approve the Traffic Safety Improvement Program funding agreement. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
That would be Tom,
Second, Your Honor.
and a second Osama. Any discussion, council? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item G, presented for City Council's consideration, is a request to authorize the issuance of 2 purchase orders for diesel emission reduction equipment. The city received a subgrant from the Iowa Department of Natural Resources allowing for the purchase and installation of diesel reduction equipment on transit and other municipal vehicles. Bids were solicited with 2 bids received for diesel emission reduction equipment and installation of the equipment, and 1 for installation of the regeneration panel. 6 transit buses and a variety of other city vehicles will be fitted with this equipment. The low bid was from Interstate Power Systems in the amount of $77,297.88 for the equipment and $9,400 for installation. Nelson Electric was the sole bidder for the installation of the regeneration panel at $1,900. It is staff's recommendation that purchase orders be issued to Interstate Power Systems and Nelson Electric. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved.
Who was that? Scott?
Second.
Second?
Phil.
Phil?
Yep.
Any discussion, council? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried 7-0. Item H, presented for City Council's consideration is a request to approve the issuance of a purchase order for a partial tilt bed trailer. 4 bids were received for this purchase, with a low bid from Max Trailers, Heartland Trailers, in the amount of $5,000. There is $5,000 budgeted for this purchase. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved.
Mark? Second?
Second.
Second, Tom. Any discussion?
Which department this is going to? Public Works.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item 14, it is now time for communications from council members, beginning with Councilman Lorette.
I have nothing tonight, Mayor, thank you.
Councilman Fitzgerald.
Nothing at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
Councilman Nutvig.
Nothing, Mayor, thank you.
Councilman Shahade.
I would just would like to make a comment here to just remind the public that the budget is still ongoing for 2014, and I think our next meeting is scheduled for Saturday at 8 a.m. So I would like just to encourage the citizen here, if they have any concerns, any questions they need to address during the budget, it's the time for them to come and show up on Saturday, 8 o'clock, or next week anytime, so. during
Plenty
the
of
budget.
seating available.
Yes, there are. Thank you. That's all.
Councilman Bynum.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Councilman Phillips.
Nothing, thank you.
And Councilman Spread.
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Greg?
Just the one item, you should have a copy of the Economic Development Quarterly Report from the Chamber that they mentioned last night, so just wanted to make sure you had a copy of that. That's all.
Fran, you want to share any information about your night out with the girls at the Rock and Roll concert last night?
It was totally awesome. And I'm tired.
Thank you, Fran. And I would remind the community that next Thursday, a week from today, we'll have some very distinguished visitors in Muscatine, and those would be 4 government officials from Hebei Province in the People's Republic of China. So if you happen to see any of these folks, and they're easy to recognize, please say hi. Show them a Muscatine welcome, okay? Any other business, council? Is there a motion to adjourn? Meeting's adjourned.
Hi-ho, hi-ho.
See this one too?
Out we go.